Hey everybody, super excited for tonight. So let's get this party going. I just wanted to make sure that all my tech is set up and we're all good on um, everything. So if you can hear me, just type it in. I want to make sure all of that is good. Say hi. Let me know it's all working. So I want to make sure we are all good. Yay! Hey, Sibilina. I am so glad it's working. I know we are all using Facebook excessively, so we've been having some trouble here and there. But we're all good. We're up and running, which is good. Like that. So I got a ton of stuff I've been kind of working on in the background, so I want to bring it together for you guys tonight. So I know I've been a little bit occupied with some of that in the group, but I hope that tonight's training is really helping some of you to, get a handle on some of that strategy that I said there's so much different stuff out there, and we want to make sure that you find something that really works well for you. So if you're just jumping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know some of those, wonderful emojis. I love emojis. I'm an emoji kind of gal. So Amelia made it. So glad to see you, Amelia. Hey, Trish. So, all right. So I'm going to be doing quite a bit of screen sharing with you guys tonight to just really have you look over my shoulder, more or less, of how I built my $1 a day Facebook ad, because the strategy, we've been over that a little bit, is part of everything going on in the world. Everything is crazy and everybody is glued to their phones, and we are really needing to make sure that we can take some action and drive those eyeballs to your websites. Hey Jenny, hey Jenna. Oh, Jenna is here, so excited. So yeah, so let's dive in, because I don't want to keep you guys forever. So if you're watching it live, just give me a hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, just so I get a feel of when people are able to jump on. So let's see here. I want to start sharing my screen with you guys so you guys can, you're going to see my entire screen probably. Let's just go do my entire one. All right. So let's go and look at some of the things. So I'm actually in my ads manager right now. And the reason I wanted to start here is because I want to show you guys 3 ads I put in a few days ago, and they are performing just like I thought they would, which was really, really, nice to see my plan actually coming together. So, and don't worry about this part, we'll go in there, but I want to show you why I think you guys should consider running those. And we're going to start building one all the way from scratch, okay? So here are some of the metrics I wanted to point out to you guys. So you are looking at one of my ads right here that's highlighted right now, and you see the reach and the impressions. And this one was targeted for through play. So meaning, start to end, for somebody that watched it all the way through. So this one was targeted for through play, and the through play is costing me 4 cents. Okay, so 4 cents for that through play, which is pretty amazing for a 2-minute video. Now, when I said, the strategy behind it, we'll go over that briefly too. I shared it with, the group prior a few weeks back, but I know we had a lot of new members join, so I'll go over that briefly too in a little bit. So stay with me here. It all is going to make sense in a minute. So this one was targeted for the through play, and over 148, and that's just a couple days, guys. So we know people are in front of the computers, in front of the phones. So this is that one. Here's another one that is actually, I don't know if you heard, iBuyers, Open Door, Redfin Now, they pulled all their contracts. So I put one together that was targeting people that had, liked Open Door, that had liked Redfin. Hey, Jane. And I just wanted to kind of target them of like, hey, they just pulled the contract. Do you still need to sell? We can help you. So this one is, like I said, it's a lower conversion because the buyer pool is a lot smaller, but we're looking here at about 17 cents per content view. Okay, so this one is per content view. Every time somebody viewed the content that I sent them to, so I sent them off a platform on Facebook to a different one, to a landing page. And then the last one that is currently here is COVID sparks fear of decreased home values. So that one was a video, and this one was per content view. I drove them actually to, I think I drove them to my home calculator website. So, if you want to find out what my home is worth. And I think right now I got like 3 leads sitting in there that are most likely coming from this, because I'm not doing any mailings right now. Most of my advertisement is right now online. So this one is at 9 cents and 82 content views. Okay. But then again, those are all people that I can eventually, retarget, just because if you think about your online shopping behavior, think about how often do you actually go back to the website before you finally pull the trigger. And this is the same purchasing behavior that you really need to focus on with your consumer, because this is just the way we are making decisions. So I wanted to show you this one first. Now let me see, I hope it's this one. So this one, I shared it in the group a while back, is really currently my strategy of, what I'm doing as we are more home, as we are more, just doing less real estate related things that are inside the business, and we're working more on the things that are outside of our business. So we'll start down at the pyramid, all the way in the bottom, work our way on the top. So the bottom right now, my main goal is video views. I'm heavily relying on video, because if you look at your own behavior, chances are that you are focusing on video, on entertainment. And this is really something that, the consumer does too. So you really want to be there. And I know for some, it's hard to get on video. Many of you have seen me do the exercise of why I think video is absolutely essential. I just did it with my team on our team meeting last Friday, and we went through the exercise again of like why I think it's important. So this is part of my strategy. Again, if you're not quite there doing the video, there's different ways where you can put like little montages together that are still looking like a video, but you don't have to be on video. So there's a million different options. And I teach a lot of people on that part, but let's just focus on, this is video views is my bottom of the pyramid. And then I'm going to drive them down my funnel. From there, I'm going to retarget the people, and that's, we can talk about that in a few weeks or so, because I need to build up a lot of my video views right now first. Then we can retarget them, see the people that actually, watched all of our content, consumed our content, the people that start to like us. From there, we're going to start putting more offers in front of them. And those offers are more driven towards the actual like selling offers. So if you look at it from a perspective of like, hey, how are you? Great to meet you. Here's a checklist. And then from there, you just drive down a little bit deeper. Hope you enjoyed your checklist. Everything was great with it. Here's this. And from there, you give them an offer of like, hey, do you want to claim your, free home warranty? You want to claim a commission discount? You want to get a free market evaluation? Whatever that offer is you come up with is your freebie, your offer, which is where you kind of start making more of a sales transition. You get them to sign up on a list, you get to market to them. I mean, this is really just all pipeline building for your business. And then from there, we get back to the face-to-face appointment, hopefully one day, because I know we're all very virtual right now. But that is the entire strategy for, my business currently. It's simple. It's a 5-step pyramid that you can implement on your social media. Okay, so I wanted to show you this, and then we'll talk about this one in a minute. So let's just dive in, and I'll tell you where I start when I build my ads. Okay, so I am on my Facebook platform, and I'm not wearing my glasses because they glare in my face, so it might be a little bit before I find what I'm looking for here. There you go. So we're gonna go on our business pages. I am assuming everybody has a business page at this point. Okay, so our business page is where you can run the ads from. Okay, you can't run them from your personal accounts. They need to be run from your business account. So when I start out with a post, and I honestly hope it's all coming together, because when I'm streaming live, my internet connection seems to be not the greatest. So what I start with is just by creating a post, like a regular post. Okay, so nothing fancy at all about this whole step. So I do have a video that I created, and I hope it's gonna upload without any hiccups. Let me scroll up a little. Okay, and why is it not going up? See, normally I build in peace and quiet, so stay with me here. There you go. Okay, so there is my video post coming together, and it's going to upload, and it's going to upload probably like the slowest it can be right now, which is going to be horrible. So, all right, so this window comes up, and from there I want to then just give it a title. So this one is actually for a free guide, home improvement on a budget. It's just going to be what my post is going to be about. I'm honestly gonna hope it's gonna pull up. And I did put some copy together already, because it's a lot easier for me to write copy on my phone than my laptop that I'm working on. So I did put copy together here, so we can go over that meanwhile while it uploads maybe. So my copy right here has a couple things in it. Where did it go? All right, there it is. So it has a couple things in it. And let me highlight the copy. So this is all the copy. And if you have questions at any point, drop them in the chat box. So this part is my copy. Are you stuck at home too? Okay. I mean, we all got the same dilemma, I guess. So I'm kind of calling them out. I was like, hey, I'm talking to you, right? Which right now is essentially almost everybody. Introducing home improvements on a budget. So there is right off the bat, I'm telling them this is what it's about. Okay. Because sometimes when Facebook displays certain ads, there's just so much space from the top that they display. So you want to make sure you get to the point fairly quickly. So home improvements on a budget, and with 0 carpenter skills required. It's pretty important, because home improvements, I mean, most people think, oh, this guide is for redoing a kitchen or a bathroom, or, we don't want that. So, be specific, make it appeal to them, and take some of that guesswork out. There are some amazing deals being offered currently from many stores. Free shipping, discounted items, services. So I'm just listing out some of those like huge benefits that are currently happening due to the situation, okay? Why would you choose to go for it now? Valid question, right? 3.2 million just applied for unemployment. Why would you do this now? It doesn't make any sense, it seems. But I can tell you from my own neighbors, there's more people right now fixing up and doing stuff to their house than I would have ever expected. I mean, they're home, they have a to-do list, they just see a lot of the amazing deals being offered where you're like, oh, you know what, we're home anyways, it makes sense. This is a temporary situation. And we all know it's temporary. So let's see, I'm so glad you asked. Think about it. So I gave them some reason why it makes sense right now. And then I end with a call to action. Grab your free copy, including 21 amazing projects to tackle while you're home more than usual. Simply click the link below. Okay, so I'm really just telling them what to do at the end of it. I actually kind of like that. Let's see. Maybe I can bring that up. 21. And don't be afraid to repeat yourselves. All right, let's get that in there. Okay. So we'll get that back up there. Okay. My video is uploading too. Sweet. All right. So we're going to copy this. Is this ad posted? No, not yet. I'm building this live with you guys, Crystal. So you guys are going to see it when it posts. So right now it's not there. So this one, give it a title. And then right here, your ad copy. So I'm going to put that in there. Okay. Like I said, normally I just type it out, but I figured you guys don't want to see me sit here, think, go back and find emojis and do all of that good stuff. Make sure you use some of them just because they're a nice way of catching some attention. Psychologically, people respond pretty well to, white space and emojis and color and yeah. So say we are not quite there. All right. We'll keep working on this. So then from here, and my scroll down button is broken too on my, it's not broken. I don't know what I pressed or my son pressed, but I can't use my arrow to scroll down anymore. So that's phenomenal. So I have to highlight everything and then I scroll down. So I got to fix this somehow. But for the time being, this is how I'm scrolling down. So if you see everything highlighting, this is my life as a 1-year-old. So it just the way it is. So then tags, I do like to tag them with, some of the stuff that I'm talking about. Add a new tag, home improvement on a budget. And some of the tagging, guys, I just really think about it on, this is my area, help in the States. Think about it on a way of like, your search engine optimization, because Facebook is still part of the World Wide Web. So we're still, we're still having some words we need to put in there in order for us to really gain traction on some of that. So if you were to Google my name, for example, you'll see a lot of Facebook stuff pop up. And I would suggest just try Googling your name, to be honest with you. So let's see where we're at here. Yeah, this one is not a regular post. I mean, it is so Jenny, this one is actually a video. So right now, I'm doing a video upload. So when you do a regular post, you're gonna have a little bit less of the stuff pop up. Okay. So when you do a regular post, and if we got some time, like I said, I mean, I can currently keep you on here for hours, but if we got some time, I'll create another one with just a regular picture. But this one is the chat box that pops up if you add a video. Okay. But good question. Thanks for letting me clarify this. So then from here, I said this is based on my strategy being heavily video driven right now, but you can do this with a normal picture. So if you just want to take a picture that you want to run with and create a regular post. It works the same way. This is really just posting to your business page, something. You upload a video, it doesn't look like this either. I'm on my laptop though, so if you upload it from the phone, it will look different. Okay, but we'll come back to that. So then you have video details here, which is filled in. Then thumbnail. Your thumbnail is the still image you will see. Really? That's interesting. We'll chat about that later, Jenny. Maybe we can figure out why you are not seeing this screen. Because normally it should be popping up. All right, let's see. I think I got an image here and I'm, all right. Not this one, there it is. So there's a still image, home improvements on a budget is a little guide. And I did actually pull up the guide, so I show you what it is in a minute, so you don't have to all go clicking on my ad and get retargeted. I mean, you can if you want to, but so this one is currently not subtitled. I'm kind of, I didn't pull any of the subtitles together, so I figured, Facebook is doing a pretty good job with videos to get them subtitled themselves. And if you just use an image, you don't have to worry about it anyways. Nothing about polls or tracking I need to worry about it right now, so I'm just going to click next. And then it gives you the option, the publishing option to publish now, which is what we're doing, and it goes into the newsfeed. Okay, so publish. So we're going to tell me my video is going to process. All right, so your video post is processing. All right. So there it is. It's getting posted. So it should be coming up on my screen in a little bit. But if you are doing a regular post, okay, so let's walk through it while it's processing. If you're doing a regular post, let's see if I can get the same image. I think it was this one. Yeah, let's go with that one. So if you're doing a regular post, it'll look something, something like this. Let me grab the copy in. You know what? I might be testing both and see which one better performs. Generally, videos do perform better. Probably. All right. So this is the regular post that you would just probably put together. I'm assuming this is kind of what most of you guys see. So far, we're all good, right? So here's the video. You see it right now. Okay, so it just keeps playing. And this is what I mean when you want to come to the point pretty quickly, because Facebook will kind of stop after the first 3. So this one, you would need to expand it then. And it does the captions automatically. So far we're good, right? So all I did so far, to recap, is I just put up a post on my business page, right? Nothing crazy. Now we want to get into the ad creation, because now that all of this is there, I can utilize some of that in the easiest way, okay? Easiest way. So what I want to do is up here, there's a little button called Create, okay? And then right here where it says Add. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to go to my ad account. Hey, Nikki. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, the first part, really, you did not miss much, because all you guys did so far was watch me put a post on my business page. So, yes, you can just go back once this all finishes processing that we're doing tonight. It should be up in our group, so you guys are good on that. But they should have it processed fairly quickly, I would hope. So, like I said, all I did so far was put up a post on my business page. Nothing crazy. All right, so here we are on our ads account, and we're going to be creating a new campaign. We are realtors, so Facebook did put a new thing together, which is a special housing ad. So please make sure you click that button. Otherwise, you will be in trouble with Facebook, and prolonged trouble will lead to a shut down ads account. I can sing a story from that, because I told my 7-year-old actually said, "Hey, Mom, are you finally out of Facebook jail?" I'm like, "Yes, sir." I got taken out again for no reason whatsoever. I shouldn't have been in the first place, but they were very, concerned about some stuff. So after explaining this has nothing to do with whatever. Anyway, it's a good story. I'll tell it to you guys one day. So make sure you stay on the good side of Facebook, because this right now is really very important on my traffic driving. So click this little button, okay? The ad category, there's currently 3 categories: housing, employment, and credit, that will need to be labeled for special ads category. And what it does is it will prohibit you to discriminate against, some of the basics like age and gender and all of that good stuff. So we'll see some of that stuff in a minute. So then from here, I said my current strategy, if you remember my pyramid, is video views. I want the people to watch my videos, to engage with me, to get to know me, to get to like me, to get to trust me. Again, if you've been in the group for a little bit, you remember me saying there is my BLT, right? It's actually a KLT, but I like the burger, so BLT it is. Become known, liked, and trusted. Those are our three main focuses that we are doing with every single client. So in order for them to know me, got to put out some stuff. Then they need to like me. They need to like my personality. And then they need to trust me. They need to think that I'm actually capable of doing the thing that they need from me, which is either buy or sell the house. So in this case, I want to stick with video views. All right, I want to select video views right here. And then it pulls up that little box right here. And what it says here is daily budget. By default, it will have $100 in there. Please make sure you go through it to make sure that you are selecting the budget that you are most comfortable in. For many of my long-term ones that I just, start and I let them run, I just leave them at about $1. If I have, more specific ones, like I'm promoting something else, I play with the budget. But like I said, for our purposes here, we're going to go with the $1 a day. Okay, so there's daily budget. You also have the option for lifetime budget. So if you say, you want to, I don't know, within 7 days, there's $20, go do something with it, Facebook, you could do that too. But like I said, mine is set on a daily budget. It is going on the lowest cost. So click continue. And then from there, we are getting into the audience. Now, and this is where you're going to see some of the things that you cannot select anymore. However, you can select certain things that will help you really target the people that matter to you. Okay, so this one is currently optimized for through play, which is what I want, because all the way at the end is kind of my sale pitch. So I want to make sure they go all the way through the end. So here is your audience. Okay, so the people that you're telling Facebook, okay, please serve it to those people. And this is your marketplace. I mean, you don't want to take a listing 30 miles away, most likely. I mean, some of you might, if you live in the country, you might have to drive further. I'm pretty, connected, so 30 miles gets me quite far. So I can do a lot more business closer to home. But does that make sense so far? We're good on, what we're selecting or why we're selecting video views. There's a couple other ones. Like I said, if you, have a different objective, and Facebook will tell you about it. But for this strategy, my goal is currently to get them to know me. Okay, that's the stage I am. Know me, like me. And once we get there, we'll take it a little bit further. You heard many of them comparing it to dating. It's you're trying to date them, you're trying to court them, and you're not trying to, open the door and be like, come and marry me. And you're like, hell no, you don't know you, right? So think about it this way. I hear it all over from everybody, and this is really the way to look at it. You are dating your customers, as wrong as it sounds. So anyway, so let's continue on with this. There is, certain things, create new audience, saved audience. We don't worry about any of those for the purpose of this, because I'm assuming many of you guys are not, having mailing lists or anything that we're importing right now. So we're going to keep it very basic for this training. But there's ways to really deep dive into your mailing lists and everything. So we're going to look at location, people living in or recently in this location. Personally, I like people who are living in that location. There's a whole lot less traveling going on. So, I mean, if you wanted to living or recently been in that, you probably could. But personally, I like living in this location on a normal world circumstance. Then from here, you are selecting your area. Okay, just type in your town. I am in Illinois. And then Facebook, one of the new features that they rolled out a few months ago is they will not let you drill down on zip code anymore, so you cannot target zip codes anymore. You cannot target a certain, little pocket of a town. Right now, you're looking at 15 miles or more, okay? So nothing you're going to be able to do about it. If for whatever reason you say, you know what, I really don't want to go that far, just look at it from a way of Facebook really optimizes your stuff to make it work for you. They have collected so much data and so many data entry points that they are serving your content to the people that are going to be engaging with it. So we are looking at location. So you see those are the people inside this radius that will be targeted. I'm currently at a right here in the corner, in the upper right-hand corner, you see that little speedometer. Potential reach right now is 1.2 million people, so that's quite a bit. And you don't want to go too specific, and you don't want to be too broad, okay? So green is good. They really like to make it easy. Some of the things you will need to leave the way they are is age, can't discriminate against age, and gender. But let me tell you a few things we can do. We can detail targeting, include people who match. And from there, we can add a couple things in that might be beneficial for us to kind of know. So for example, we could target people that like to have an interest, or like pages related to renting. That we can do. I think rent.com. They like rent.com. So those are your, first time, let's see. How about start a home? Here you go, start a home. There's all those additional interests. Now, we're not targeting, based on any demographics. So we're in the clear on that. So it's a nice little workaround on some of that stuff. Let's see, what else did I have written down? You can still target, let's see, and you see how my 1.2 million reach went down to like 130, right? So you can still target things like, let's see, Zillow, Trulia. Trulia was one. There you go. For example, of course, there will be agents in that mix potentially too. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's something for us to really narrow it down a little bit. Let's see. Do you have anything else? I think that was about it. So this is like some of the ones, include people who match, and then at least one of those interests should be matched. Okay, they should have some sort of liking to something related to that. They used to have some others in there, but those are like the current ones right now. If you have, I don't know, home or mortgage calculator is generally a pretty, let me see, there it is. Mortgage calculator is a pretty decent one too. People that like pages related to mortgage calculator. And then keep on looking at your right-hand side. You have, at about $1 a day, it tells me my estimated reach is somewhere between 100 to 300. My through place between 30 to 90 a day. Okay. Does that make sense so far? Are you guys with me on this one? We're good? Yes? Let me know in the comments. I want to make sure we're good. So, now the next thing, you're looking at placement. Okay, so where do you want your ad to appear? Personally, I've heard a lot of conflicting stories on some of that stuff, just because Facebook knows what's best. Is kind of like one of the opinions out there. Don't restrict Facebook too much, because Facebook knows how they can get you the results they want. And I'm not arguing with this, but if I look at my own consumer behavior, and I consider myself my own prime target, I don't know the last time I clicked on a right-hand side app or ad, or when I clicked the last time on stories or in-blog articles. Personally, I'm probably a little behind on that, but I personally really don't do Instagram. Okay, so for me, I like to get in my manual placement and I like to play around with it a little bit. But if you wanted to leave it on the automatic one, let Facebook decide where to show it. There's really no right or wrong here as of now, I think. But like I said, I don't do Facebook or I don't do Instagram ads. I don't do Messenger. So I really just leave Facebook selected. Let's see, Facebook stories, I don't do. Take it out. Yeah. I don't do in-stream. See, this is the part. So nobody knows how I can fix my arrow that doesn't scroll down. Maybe. I was hoping I had a couple of you guys on. Maybe somebody knows. It's just driving me crazy, guys. You ever have your kids like touch stuff and they break it? You're like, what the heck? I don't do it in articles. All right. Yes. All right. So this way. Scroll. Here. All right. So this one was your placement. And now we are looking at optimization and spending controls. Okay, so there is a couple of things you can do through place. So my ads, I like to have them optimized for through play because as longer you stay, I think the more engaged and the more likable I might be to you. So I personally do not do those few seconds views right here. So for me, it is through play. Okay. So many of the things that are here, like I said, you don't have to touch. So for through play, like I said, you saw I actually increased my reach here by taking some of that out. Start date, that's today's date. End date, there's a couple options you can have. So if you are in your ads manager once every 6 months, I think you probably should set an end date unless you're okay spending $180. If for whatever reason you are, not wanting to do this, you can just run them on a schedule. Don't run them on a schedule. Just keep them going. So here is it end add on, and you can select when you want it to shut off, and that's what they do. So let's say you want to shut it off after a week, you spend $7. I would suggest those little ads to run a little bit longer, because you never know which one is performing. So personally, I generally try to have more than one running on average, just because I like to figure out which one is working, which one is not working. But like I said, if you just want to, if you find something decent, you want to throw it out there, let it run for a little bit. And then, after about a week, you can kind of evaluate where everything is at. This one, ad set spend limit, is currently not necessary, really. I mean, you could put in there, after $30, shut it off. But I said this is why we're running it either on a schedule. You can end it right here. When you get charged, I will get charged for through plays. Okay, not just impressions. Meaning, how often do they? Okay. So we got all of this set up. So we're going to click continue, and we're getting to the part that I promised you was super easy to do next, because I don't know about you guys, but who in here is actually terrified of building ads? Let me know in the comments. Okay, if Facebook ads were just a total different, scary animal to you, let me know. Because we are definitely trying to help you change that. Let's see, home improvement guide. So here is the third step, and if you look on the left-hand side, you always kind of see all the steps we went through. Okay, we already selected the campaign. We went over the ad set with the audience, the placement, and the budget. And now we're in the actual ad part. Okay, and there's really not much we're going to do, because remember the post we posted to our Facebook business page? So make sure here that you are selected with your page. Okay, so this one is my real estate page. And then here, there's a bar that says create ad, use existing post, use markup. So we're gonna go to use existing post. And then from there, we're gonna go to select post. And we wanna go to the published ones. And this one is the video one that I just posted. So we're gonna select this. Okay. Hit continue. And bam, there it is. Simple ad, right? All good so far. Now, this one is a kind of like a low entry offer one. So it's not just video view, it's not just me on the video, it's also kind of like a little bit tied together on an offer. Oh, where is it? There. I can't see anything there. And there is a call to action. So there is a call to action that we can add. And in this one, you have different options you can use. So this one, for example, get the sign up, book now, download, get quote, get showtimes, learn more, listen now, send message, and there's a couple other ones if I scroll down. But for my purposes, well, for general purposes, your learn more is going to perform fairly well. It is very non-threatening on that part. So this one, I could do the download, and I think I'm going to try the download on this one. And when I say try, guys, I mean, this is, this is what every marketer does. This is what all of us do in marketing. You test, you try, you tweak, you change, you optimize. So, don't feel like you have to get it 100% right when you start, because this is just not possible for any marketer. So this one is a call to action, so download. And then I did copy my link here somewhere. It's right there. So in this case, this one is getting built over a landing page. So we're going to enter this there. So update post. And you see this little button pops up right here, right now, which is saying download, home improvements on a budget. Okay, so we're all good there. And this is really, anything we need to know on it. So from there, you can add some tracking. I don't have any Facebook pixels on this one installed right now, so I don't think I do. Because this one is going. Yeah, this one doesn't have a pixel. Let's keep the Facebook pixel on there. So this one is done. Confirm. It's going to send them over. And it's going to go into a review stage for Facebook. So from there, it is going to get reviewed by Facebook, making sure you're not, posting crazy stuff, because Facebook wouldn't like that. So we are publishing. And now from there, they are in review. And that's it. And it started all out with an amazing little post on your business page. Nothing crazy, nothing where you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So nothing where I think people need to be intimidated. And I guess while I build the ad, let me show you what that ad is actually about, because right now we really should not be falling into the door and saying, hey, come sell your house with me, right? Why is this not working? There you go. So this ad that I just built, for example, is about this little guide, and I lovingly call it my quarantine to-do list. So this one is use the time at home to complete long overdue home projects or prep your home for sale with these tips and resources. If you want, I'll just leave through it. I just built it in Canva, so it's, you know, it's not a crazy complicated thing to do. So this one, just branded. Thanks for picking up your guide, blah, blah, blah. Welcome to your quarantine to-do guide. And this is one what we call a lead magnet. Who in here is familiar with lead magnets and what they are? And who in here is not familiar with lead magnets? So how about you give me like a thumbs up if you know what a lead magnet is? And how about I can have a thumbs down if you're not quite sure what's considered a lead magnet? Let me know. I'd love to kind of get a feel for that one too. So yeah, so this one is, like I said, and I gotta keep on scrolling. Unless you want to go from the bottom up. My up arrow works for whatever reason. So we'll go backwards. So this one is from the back, is, you know, just a little call to action on it. It goes over, you know, some useful information that they can have, of the things that they can do while they're at home, the kitchen, organizing. And this one is just all about, you know, some helpful tips and tricks. So 21 easy home projects to tackle while you're hunkered down. Okay. So many thumbs down. It looks like we're going to have to talk about lead magnets because I'm obsessed with them. And truth be told, you probably came into this group based on a lead magnet. So we'll talk about them because they're absolutely like amazing. So yeah, so that's it. Let me see if there's any other questions that you guys have on. Let me see. Let me open up the page. Do you have any other questions on any of this so far? Or are we good on Facebook ads are really not that scary? And all you need to do is put up a post on your business page first, and then work it from there. Does that make sense for everybody so far? So, I mean, there's a lot of, you know, a lot of other things we can dive deeper into. But consider a lead magnet something free that you give away, and I'll show you my landing page. Right here, my landing page, free quarantine to-do list for homeowners, right? Excuse the scrolling. So here is really the meat of the lead magnet, and you guys have done it yourselves probably hundreds of times without realizing it. But what you do in a lead magnet is you exchange an email for something, right? That's all of us are doing. We're list builders. We're building our list. We're building our pipeline. In order for us to do that, we need to connect with the people that matter most in our business. And they're not just going to come to us because they think we are awesome, right? So we actually have to work for it and make them believe we're awesome. So that's what we're doing. We are telling them, I know what I'm talking about. Here's a list about this. Here's a list about this. You should do this because I know what I'm talking about. You're building a lot of value in the process. So I hope this was helpful for so many of you. Like I said, it is not something that is, you know, super hard to do. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Feel free to pop it in the group. And if, you know, there's anything else I can help you with, just let me know. So thanks so much for joining tonight. And I guess I'll see you guys in the group sometime this week. And if you need any other help, please let me know. I'd be happy to, you know, assist you and help in any way I can, because this entire group was based on the belief that I really feel like there's so much opportunity out there to support each other, especially right now, that, you know, we can do amazing things together. So thanks so much for, you know, for coming out, hanging out with me for like almost an hour tonight. And I'll catch you guys on the group. Bye, guys.